I just wanted to point something out that is giving me trouble for like an entire month. I've been giving myself crap about it the whole time because, you know, as anybody who's any good at anything, you blame yourself first before you start blaming the game. I have a serious problem with the scout rifles in this game. They shoot like a full inch under what they should be shooting. Like I thought it was my problem at first, and I was like, how come every time I shoot like the first 2 bullets, I'm pretty well on target, like whatever it is, compared to these little black dots on the wall. And then I was like, well, what happens after my first 2 shots? Or like say I shot twice and I missed, and then I'm trying to do the follow-up shots. And then I realized that it shoots way below the reticle. Or maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I just need to get over it. But it's like I've got it right on them, like I'm drilling them, and I'm like, oh well, maybe it's just the MIDA, maybe the crosshairs throwing me off. You know, I'm in the middle of a gunfight, and I'm just, it's that crosshair of the MIDA. So like, oh, I'll just, you know, I'll move over to something more generic, more like a solid dot. And they're like, we'll see what happens. You shoot twice. Here, I'll shoot a little faster. You shoot twice, and it's like it's chucking. 2 bullets is generally okay, but then when you go to shooting 3, I'll move it over once I get started. And like, you got the dot right on them, you think you're killing it, and you're not killing nothing. It's all shooting below, which, I mean, they're meant to be used long range. If somebody's this close to me, I shouldn't be using it anyway. Like, you think it may not make a difference, but say, like, this is the longest angle you hold in the game, and you start shooting, you can even see the tracer. Like, that's way off. Like, that's like at least 3 or 4 heads above the opponent or the NPC I'm trying to shoot. And once I realized this, like, this is crazy. And then I like this gun, and it does the same thing. All the scout rifles do the same thing. You get about a 2-shot burst that will be relatively okay. And I thought maybe it would be the stability of the gun, and it's not. And then, like, here, I'll show you. I'll shoot the first 2, and then I'll move over to this dot over here. And then you just think you're killing it. You got that dot all over him, and then you get nothing but white because you're not getting any headshots. And then, like, this is way too close for a scout anyway. You can get away with a revolver, you know, like an SMG or anything, and then you go over here. It's like a mile below the crosshair. And then I was thinking, like, oh well, you know, I'll use an automatic, and maybe it'll be consistent across the board. And it's just not. You can see the white sparks in there. Like, don't look at the bullet holes on the wall, look at the sparks. I mean, if I can control it, it's relatively in the same spot. I don't know. It really frustrated me beyond no end. Because I had been blaming myself for like a whole month, like that I was just bad with scout rifles, but that doesn't make any sense at all. And I'm not even worried about revolvers, because revolvers, when they recoil, they cover up your target anyways, so you don't need to even be looking. Sunshot's a really bad one for this, but still. Like, it's gonna bounce back and the reticle disappears. Like, you can see it coming back down, but if I go full auto on it, it's still better than the scout. Like, it's still at least it's not going down. I can accept bullets going up above the reticle, but like dipping way below the reticle every time the recoil's going, I can't play that game. I just can't do it. I mean, you can tell me I'm crazy, like, you know, just explain to me why that's happening. But like always, I'll get used to it, and that'll just be the thing that I do in Destiny, is anytime I have a scout, I just accept the fact that the bullets are going to go below the reticle. And even like if you tried to say, well, you know, recoil, the dot's going to go up anyway, but it's bolted to the top of the gun, it's not going to like bounce and separate from the gun as you're shooting. It's just really frustrating. Something that I noticed about the scout rifles. Which I'm going to be way better with them now, but it was just, oh man. I hate giving myself shit for a whole month because I couldn't hit people in the face. But you got to really give them like the full auto effect. And in PvP, you don't want to be slowing down anyway. I just thought it was weird and frustrating. I don't know if anybody else has had this problem, and if it's something like, oh yeah, if you redo your resolution or you lower your field of view, they don't do that. But shit. I don't know. I just needed to say something. I hate it. I hate it. Cause you know, in a gunfight, I'm really relying on that visual dot to just guide me, and it lets me down. All the scout rifles let me down. Even the Mida. I have another problem with the Mida with the crosshair, but that's a story for a different day. But that's it. Pissed as fuck. Pissed as shit. But I'll get over it. I'm just trying to show it out there for other people, because I don't want to slow down my fire rate. It's not part of it. Tell me I'm crazy. Somebody just tell me I'm crazy and I'm too picky. That's all I want. Then I'll be okay.